Hello, it's Katja here for the Finnabair creative team. This time I have a canvas for you and I have some leftover chipboards from my start and a lot of molds, wings and bones and skull and bones from Finnabair and like that. And I want to do something with the leftovers. So right now I'm doing the composition. I'm preparing how to organize. I'm not always doing this. Sometimes I improvise, but this time I will have the metallic paints in the background, so that's why I want to have like a little bit check out where I will have them. And the numbers will be like in the background and molds from Redesign and from Finnabair. The skulls are from Finnabair. And now I'm using a pencil and drawing, sketching a little bit where I'm thinking where I will have the metallic flakes. And I'm taking a photo in my phone. Yes, that's a good idea to take a photo if you're happy with the composition. Sometimes I use, sometimes not. I will use the Finnabair gilding glue and the fine metallic flakes in Barcelona. And the gilding glue, it's a glue that will get really sticky after applying it, and when it's start drying it will be like sticky, and it's perfect for the metallic flakes or glitter or mica powder. Yeah, you must add something on the top, and here I will have flakes on the top, so I'm adding where I have make my sketches. This Barcelona flag, it's adorable. It's red, black and gold, and you can add with your hands, like tapping over from the jar. I'm using a really bad brush and tapping it on. I still want to have a little bit of the background. It's white. I will not add like completely. Then I pull it from the jar and tapping on. But here I want to leave in the background the whiteness a bit. So I'm speeding up and tapping on the colors, and the colors come out randomly, and it's a just amazing effect. So, and then I'm tapping with my fingers. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you like the channel, remember to click the bell button so you will have notifications every time it will come a new video. You're so welcome, and please leave a comment. Now it's time for black heavy gesso. Yes, I will add gesso, and I will tap it with a sponge that I have been cutting it. So I like it goes really quick and easy, and it doesn't need to be complete perfect. And you see the metallic flakes was like in halo effect. And now I will do a little bit different what I'm used to do. I'm picking out some small items from a box, and I will paint everything in advance. You can do it afterwards, but I had add like the already the metallic flakes. And now I will paint everything at least one coat. Sometimes I go over with two coats, and this time all my embellishment will be in black. When everything is dried, paint it, I will do one of is it a butterfly or I don't know. I will paint it anyway with white heavy gesso. It have a lot of texture on the wings, so I'm sure it go in the gaps. So I paint on the upper side and on the side. And this butterfly, I'm not sure if it's a butterfly, but anyway, I will add Gidding glue because I will add the metallic flakes also on the here. So it not only will be on the background. So I'm heating it, speeding it up and drying it a little bit with my heat gun and adding the metallic flakes, tapping it on, and it will go everywhere in the gaps. And here I'm sure I want to cover the top exactly. And I notice that the glue and come everywhere. So you can do that if you are sure that it will not cover really well. You can do it again. Add some gilding glue on the top. Yeah, where you want to have, add gilding glue. And when it's dry, add even more metallic flakes. It's perfect if you want to cover the background totally. So it's really nice way to give your embellishment metallic flakes coat. And the random effect is just amazing. Look how sparkling and glittery it is. And I'm tapping it with my fingers a bit also. And the sides I will tap with the black heavy gesso with a sponge, and also it goes a little bit on the edges so it gives like a nice shadow effect, so it will be like framing. I add that, and a little bit where the white space is left I'm using the brush. So I like the butterfly really a lot, sparkly and nice. Yeah, happy with the effect, and the sides are black. So be sure to cover all the sides. Okay, now it's the time to glue everything. You can watch your phone or you do it all over. And I'm adding my things now, and I'm gluing with the 3D gloss gel. And have pretty much, and I will leave these over the night to glue, to dry up, because sometimes it takes time. You can use a heating gun also. And you see, I'm trying to spread out the 3D gloss gel, and it's really amazing gel. And the numerals comes from Redesign, and a branch it also comes from Redesign, but the skulls are from Finnabair. Wings and skulls, wings and bones and skulls molds from two different molds. There are a lot of skulls in the sets, and the skulls are just amazing. And yeah, the butterfly will be on the top of the eyes of the middle ones, like a symbolic effect. And here I have my glitter and my glitters, yes. And I have from glitter from the autumn set, and where I have been adding a little bit extra of the 3D, I'm adding glitter. So it's an amazing effect that gives a little bit texture, but even more, little bit more glitter. Now I'm doing the most, you must pull off the extra glitter that haven't been fastened. So I'm pulling it off. Now it's time for white heavy gesso, and I will do the dry brushing. And the secret is to not have too much of the gesso. So be carefully and light-handed, and always start when you have a new brush where you can think to have a little bit more extra. So I think the dry brushing effect is just amazing, and you can have so much possibilities with this. And yeah, I always love to add dry brushing effect on different products. You can do dry brushing with metallic paints to highlight, or like this that I will add some color on the top, and I already love the effect that is really white. So even on the butterfly I highlight a bit, so I'm really happy with the result. I will add a little bit color to it, and now I have the liquid acrylic paint. It's a liquid paint, and it will stay when it's dry. So if you want to blend them, do that when they are wet, and when it's dry they will be stay there. So I start with the color brown because I want to add a little bit grunginess to my project. And I always when I do the liquid acrylic paints, I spray some water to make it move. So if you have a little bit too much of liquid acrylic paint, add a baby wipe, or you can spray water and it will start moving. Very easy. Now it's time to add a little bit effect, not so much. The color carmine, it's a red orange color, and you see me, I'm adding it here and there, and then I'm spraying water on the top because I want the color to flow and to not be so vibrant, but to give a little bit effect here and there to pick up the red, but also to give it more grunginess. Then I will have the black ink, and that's give like a shadow effect. So I'm not using that on the top. I go around embellishment a bit to give it like a 3D effect, to make some shadows here and there. And on the metallic flakes it will not be so much because it's a glossy surface, but you can add it on the top of your embellishment and a little bit around it. It gives effect. I have some metallic embellishments, and I want to add a label. So I have here Find Yourself. I like labels, and it could be, and I also have these pocket watches. That is a gorgeous color, rusty and brown, and it works without doing nothing. And I also have these mini knobs, metallic, and I will add some of them on some special places, like on a skull on the top, and some more, and to give like fine extra detail. And I'm cheating a bit. I'm using the heat gun because I don't have the time to leave them to dry. Now I'll change the color of the label. I'm adding white heavy gesso. I'm pulling off little bit of the color so the patina color doesn't show up so much, and then I'm adding the burnt sienna on the top. So it's very easy to change the color of the labels and embellishments. And now I highlight again a little bit here and there with the white heavy gesso. I'm having a very tiny brush because I go over like really randomly. I have Melange art pebbles. I have that in the pocket watch, and for painting it, the backside of the paint or the pebbles, I have royal red paint, and I'm painting it, and when it's dry I will glue it in the middle of the pocket watch. Yeah, and using the 3D gloss gel there so it can give a really right color. And wow, I challenged myself with the most scary color again, the red. I'm really happy about my project and that I challenged myself, and that it's to believe in yourself and to trust yourself. Yeah, you can do it. So happy to see you and much love to you, and see you soon again. Bye bye.